Well, good morning, Midwinter. How's everyone doing today? Oh my goodness, it's so great to see so many smiling faces on this beautiful Sunday morning. We are so excited to welcome our first band of the day, and if you're not quite awake yet, that's going to change real quick. Hailing from Manitou Springs, Colorado, they're here with their exciting, fun-loving style of bluegrass. Their instrumentation is traditional, and their music is built around great songs and great sounds. They are delighted to bring you some of their original songs and music, blending their resonant instruments and wonderful vocal harmonies. We've got Ryan Keene on guitar, Isaac Brisk on mandolin, and AJ Brisk on bass. Now, for their first song, they will begin with our national anthem, so let's get ready to stand and make welcome the Tenderfoot Bluegrass Band.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bomb bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Happy President's Day weekend. Here we go.
Sounds like a lively crowd out there for Sunday morning. We're going to do one now that, well, all these songs we're doing today are original except for the national anthem, of course, but this is a song we wrote about a mountain in Manitou Springs, where we're from, that used to have a cog train and a dance hall at the top, and back in the 1800s, and they'd go up and do some dancing and drinking, and then one night the old cog train cut loose. And reading all that history, we said, hey, that sounds like a bluegrass song. So here we go. This song's called Red Mountain. Was a train on Red Mountain. It ran from east to west in the shadow of America's mountain. One night she laid their bodies to rest. That's why they call it Red Mountain. Bodies have stained the mountain clay. Can't wait to go back to Red Mountain, the place where I was born and raised. A short trip to the summit, where they ate and danced and played, never knowing when they came down it would be their final day. 4th of July on Red Mountain, waterfalls, fire, rockets in the air, flags flying on Red Mountain as we remember that terrible day. That's why they call it Red Mountain. Bodies have stained the mountain clay. Can't wait to go back to Red Mountain, place where I was born and raised. Was a train on Red Mountain. It ran from east to west in the shadow of America's mountain. One night she laid their bodies to rest. That's why they call it Red Mountain. Bodies have stained the mountain clay. Can't wait to go back to Red Mountain, place where I was born and raised, place where I was born and raised.
Thank you. This is another original that we wrote. This one's called Half a Mile from Nowhere, and we've done a couple of festivals and stuff down in southeastern Colorado around Holly. And this guy got lost once, and we decided he was a half a mile from nowhere, and this song kind of came out of that. Ready, guys? 1, 2, 3. Half a mile from nowhere and a million miles from home. Wonder what I'm doing here, why did I ever roam? Well, I drove all day and I walked all night, that's how I got to here. Never should have left my home, that much is very clear. Half a mile from nowhere and a million miles from home. What in the hell am I doing here? Why did I ever roam? Half a mile from nowhere and I'm missing you again. Half a mile from nowhere and a million miles from home. I really miss my hometown, and baby, I sure miss you. Half a mile from nowhere, and I'm feeling really blue. Never been this far far from town. Now looks like it's gonna rain. I think I'd better double back and head back home again. Half a mile from nowhere and a million miles from home. What in the hell am I doing here? Why did I ever roam? Half a mile from nowhere and I'm missing you again. Half a mile from nowhere and a million miles from home. When I started out to roaming, wasn't sure where I would go, but I kept on moving through the wind and rain and snow, like the bear that went over that mountain just to see what he could see. The other side of that mountain looked exactly the same to me. Half a mile from nowhere and a million miles from home. What the hell am I doing here? Why did I ever roam? Half a mile from nowhere and I'm missing you again. Half a mile from nowhere and a million miles from home. Well, I turned around and I hit the ground and I'm headed back home again. It's a long way back, I'll try and be fast, get back as soon as I can. My shoes are worn out and the car won't run, and I sure am a lonely man. Really can't wait to get back home to see my honey again. Well, I'm half a mile from home now and I'm getting close to you. Can hardly wait to be back there and lose these wandering blues. I never should have left home, I was crazy to have ever roamed. Was a half mile from nowhere, now I'm half a mile from home. Was a half a mile from nowhere, now I'm half a mile from home. Thank you.
I just want to say thanks to Ben and Diane for saving our spot.
Yeah.
Last year, the day before we were supposed to be here, we had my second child, so I was like, well, I guess we're not coming. So Ben and Diane were gracious enough to save our spot for this year, so I just want to say thank you, and it sure means a lot to us and all that good stuff. So this next one's about this girl that Ryan and I work together every day, so we're together like more with each other than we are our families, and there was this girl at work, and it's this really long story, but we were convinced that she was from Russia, and then she disappeared a few days later, so that just confirmed it. So this one's called The Russian Gal. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hopped on that westbound train, I hoped I could catch that gal. She hops that train, she'll be gone for good. Back to Moscow, she'll be gone. My tears are flowing like potato vodka, like that night when I first met her. If I don't hurry, she'll be on that plane, she'll be long on the Russian gal. Tater vine, her hair flowing down like rain. Thigh-high boots and a mini skirt, and the blood ran out of my brain. My tears are flowing like potato vodka, like that night when I first met her. If I don't hurry, she'll be on that plane, she'll be long on the Russian gal. She said she'd be on that westbound plane tomorrow at the butt crack of dawn. She packed up her AK-47 and that DVD of James Bond. My tears are flowing like potato vodka, like that night when I first met her. If I don't hurry, she'll be
My tears are flowing like potatoes, buckle like that night when I first met her. If I don't hurry, she'll be on that plane, she'll be long on my rushing gun. If I don't hurry, she'll be on that plane, she'll be long on my rushing gun.
So this song came from a memory I had when I was a young, promiscuous child. Like, I think we all got to do that at some point. Go out to Grandma's place in the summer and spend a couple weeks, and found an old wagon, little fishing pole, like one of those old bamboo rods, some string, and digging around for a case to put my worms in, and I found some jars of jelly up underneath the cabinet, covered in dust and everything. I thought, well, what the heck, I'm gonna take some PBJs. And I did all that stuff. I took it down to the pond, went and did a little bit of fishing. About 2 hours later, I suddenly started to feel strange. And I think the jam was fermented. So live and learn, they say. But it came up with a pretty cool song about it anyway. This one's called Grandma's Farm.
He still eats that.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Down on Grandma's farm, went to have a real good time. The red wagon and old cane pole, worms and a lot of time. Out there in the barn was a case of homemade wine. Grandma didn't know it was out there. It was jars of jelly from 1909. So I packed up the wagon, grabbed a bowl and a jar of wine, went down to the pond, had myself a real good time. laying out there on the shoreline, can of worms is running dry. Don't care much about fishing, just the tarry grass and clear blue sky. Down on Grandma's farm, went to have a real good time. Little red wagon and old Cape pole worms a lot of time.
Well, thank you. This is Ryan Keene on guitar. This is my dad, AJ Brisk, on bass.
I'm in the middle tonight on the mandolin, or today in the mandolin, is my son Isaac Brisk. Sometimes he's got the banjo and stuff like that, but that's him. He's our boss.
This is when we wrote this song almost exactly 20 years ago to the day, so we thought it'd be fitting for today. Snow is falling down in the Rockies. Looks so pretty and nice with the snowplow rims it. We'll drive 200 miles. Round in circles we go. Well, kids are playing, building a snowman, till we drive by and blast them with some sand. Well, kids are crying, snowballs are flying, they don't like some plowman. We'll drive 200 miles, round in circles we go. Diana's shoveling out her driveway till we drive by and block her back in. She keeps shoveling, we keep driving, then we go back and do it all over again. We drive 200 miles, round in circles we go. Looks so pretty and nice with the snowplow rims it. We'll drive 200 miles. Keep on going till it's dry. We'll drive 200 miles. Keep on going till we die. Thank you guys.